So I'm here with Rob Grimshaw, the managing director of FT.com worldwide, to hear about the super secret China Confidential project. What is this China Confidential project?
Well, China Confidential is really an experiment. We were taking the FT brand in a slightly different direction. We felt for some time now that the FT brand could support some more specialist content, some really intense, detailed stuff around a specific vertical. And we've been looking for an opportunity to do this. And actually, a couple of things have come together very nicely because James Kynge, who's the former editor of FT Chinese, who spent 10 years in Beijing as head of the FT bureau there, and is an acknowledged expert on China.
And written a great book on China?
Absolutely, and fabulous book. And he's actually returned to London recently, and we wanted to do something with his talents, and we thought that putting together China, which is hugely strategically important to us, with James, who's got amazing insight into that area, with this concept of creating something much more kind of focused and in-depth on a specific vertical under the FT brand could work really, really well together. So what's come out of that is China Confidential. It's an online newsletter specifically focused on China, and James is going to produce something which kind of really makes use of his breadth of expertise about China for a very select group of subscribers. So
you have to apply to be a subscriber?
Yeah, and it's and when we talk about things like price points, it's an order of magnitude higher than what we would normally charge.
I read somewhere £2,000 per year.
Yeah, we have.
Who's going to pay £2,000 a year?
People who are very interested in getting James Kynge's take on China. For people who spend all their time focused on this area, to get direct access to James's thinking on the way that China is going, both politically, economically, is really important. And actually, £2,000 a year.
So there's a bat line to James Kynge. I get the bat line to James Kynge.
Yeah, exactly.
And how much of a team is there going to be about China in China?
We're going to pull in other resources from around the FT. We've also got some great data as well, which is proprietary. You can't find it anywhere else. And we think when we put that whole package together, it's really, really special, and it certainly fits very well with the FT brand. We expect it to be a great success, and if it does work, then there are a number of other verticals that we could look at to put similar.
Would they be country specific? Or is China unique in that sense?
Well, these could be country specific, they could be industry specific, and the great thing about the FT brand is it does have this cachet in a number of these different areas. We want to explore that, and we think that these kind of products are very well suited to the web environment, and could be they could play a big part in our future online, the way we monetize the internet and manage this transition from print into digital.
But thanks to the internet, can I get all this information for free?
No, not James Kynge and not his insight. And I mean,
there's a lot more information out there, and you're going to be competing against Bloomberg. You're going to be competing against Reuters.
For sure. I mean, if you just want raw information or raw news, well, sure, it's all out there. But the key thing in business is not just to have the information; it's to know what to do with it. And information without insight, information without analysis, is not really valuable. And what the FT does is it brings that insight, it brings that analysis, and that's where the value is, and that's what people are prepared to pay for on FT.com. And we have 109,000 paying subscribers on FT.com, and that's growing all the time.
FT Chinese has...
FT Chinese, well, FT Chinese is currently a registration model, so we have over 1 million registered users on FT Chinese.
Will there be any link between FT Chinese and China Confidential?
Well, sure. I mean, obviously, because James knows the editorial teams very, very well. I'm not sure quite how that will necessarily surface on the FT Chinese site, or if it will, but certainly behind the scenes there's going to be a lot of interchange and discussion, because that's a key resource for us. And
will you be having with this project any partners in China, or is it going to be a fully FT only?
No, it's an FT project.
FT only project.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're really looking forward to getting it out in the market. I think
when will it be launched?
Very excited. Within the next month or two. Forgive me, I don't have the exact date with me. So.
Okay, all right. Within a month or two,
yeah.
The bat line to James Kynge will be live and on the internet.
It's out there, absolutely.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.